Hi everybody, this is Jim. Welcome to this Blitz chess postmortem, a postmortem of my Blitz game number 307. I was black here. My opponent kicked off with c4, and I played c5. I've been experimenting with this symmetrical variation, and I have the idea in mind to play a quick d5 and open up the center. And the idea is I'm thinking that the English player, the player who's selected the English opening, is maybe a bit more comfortable with closed positions and maneuvering, and I want to try and get him out of those normal patterns. But it turns out it's not so easy to always get in that d5 move. So let's take a look at what happened in the game. And then I also want to explore some variations. So it seems like after g6, I'm just too slow. I can't play it immediately because his knight's got it covered. And he's going to play g3 and get his bishop on it pretty quick. So if I want to have a chance to play d5, I need to play knight f6 right away, which is the main move. It's not what I played. And then if he plays knight f3, I guess this is I can go into the four knights variation with knight c6 and get all four knights out there. d5 is a move, but it looks like it gives an advantage. If you look at the engine, it prefers knight c6 or e6. Maybe I can try and build up to d5 with e6. But what happens if you play d5 here? C takes, knight takes, and then he's got this move e4. It's not the top choice in the opening book, but it's the top choice of the chess engine, and looks pretty good. I mean, it leaves white with this backwards d-pawn, maybe have some activity against it, but it chases this knight to a weird square over here, and well, maybe this is playable. This would at least be a different position. The evaluation is only 0.3 in favor of white, and it's dropping. So okay, so maybe this is playable. Bishop c4 or bishop b5 check could be played here. Okay, I take it back. So I could play d5 there, and let's see, white's other move here is g3. Also a new variation, not played, and once again it looks like I can play d5, and maybe it's even better, good for about equality. And this is the kind of position I'm looking for. So that's what I'll try next time. Just wanted to explore the opening a little bit. So what was actually played was c4, c5, knight c3, not the most common move. Often knight f6 is played, but this immediately clamps down on this d5 idea. And so I need to play knight f6 to counter it. So I played g6, and he goes g3, and bishop g7. Looks like we're in normal opening territory here with the English. Knight f6. Either knight move is okay there, it looks like. d3. And here I play e6. Okay, so we get out of the opening book at this point. Knight c6 and castles are the two moves there that are most common. But e6 not a losing move right away. I get into trouble after this. e4, really clamping down on the d5. It seems like white really does not like that idea. And knight g e2 after I castle. I play knight c6. He castles. And a6. Okay, I didn't want his knight dropping in here and hitting some of these weak squares, although I think maybe this was a wasted move. If we back up, if he ever played knight to b5, he can't really play here, and I always have the move d6 to protect the d6 square. It's kind of a funny move, but he can't sink a knight there as long as I can play d6 and it's protected by the queen. So this move a6 was a bit of a waste of time. My opponent plays h3, maybe also a waste of time. The engine didn't like that. Let's see, did it have an idea? It likes a3, building up on the queen side. Okay, and so here I played d5, thinking I could just about hold on to that pawn, or at least leave him with double d pawns. But the engine thinks this is a big mistake, so let's see how white can take advantage of this play. So c takes d5, he played that. I take back. And then e takes d5, he played that. And I played knight to b4. And I thought, well, this is pretty decent, aren't I, just getting this pawn back? But he has the move bishop g5. This is very awkward. He didn't play this, but this is how white can get an advantage now because of my premature d5 push. he can take advantage of that by pinning this knight. And now I can't take this pawn. This pawn is protected by his queen. This pawn is protected by knight and bishop, and my knight is pinned, so if I take, I'm just going to lose here. I need to try and kick his bishop. The engine says a5 should be played. Let's see, what happens if I play h6? Just bishop takes, and now a3. And, oh, here's the problem. My knight has no squares. My knight is trapped. So this knight is stuck in a dead-end position there. So that's what's wrong with this knight b5 idea. Okay, so fortunately for me, he didn't spot that, and he played, instead of bad move, he played queen b3, which unprotects the d3 pawn and gives my knight a way out. So I grabbed the pawn, and now he plays bishop g5. And I play b5, thinking to support my knight with the move c4. Reasonable plan. He goes rook a d1, protect the knight. So along here I thought I was doing pretty good, and the engine gives me a slight edge. So I thought I was doing better than that, but anyway, it's a slight edge for black. This is a annoying piece, but I guess white, if he plays correctly, is going to find a way to get rid of it. And so now I was wondering if maybe I could just round up this other d-pawn. It's loose, it's cut off from its, not loose, I mean it's isolated, and it's cut off from its other pawns. And my knight is blocking the rook, which is a natural defender of the d-pawn. So I thought, well, maybe there's some way to round it up. So I started by playing queen d6, blockading the pawn so I can bring enough firepower to bear on it. And he played bishop takes f6. Oh yeah, that was the other point, is the knight was pinned, so I couldn't actually take the pawn with my queen there. So I was unpinning the knight as well. He takes, and now knight e4. Was there some alternative there? It seems like queen takes f6 was possible here. That's interesting. So, and that's better than taking back with the bishop. It's not clear to me why it's better. Maybe there's pressure on this diagonal, and it keeps his knight pinned down. Okay, didn't think about that during the game. I played bishop takes, and now he goes knight e4. Ah, yeah, that's the problem. So I would have avoided that whole knight e4 move if I had gone here with the queen. Now the knight is attacking these two pieces, and I drop back to defend, and he exchanges out and pushes on with d6. So I play a rook a7. Looks like this is a good move. Is there a reason why I can't just take that pawn? Bishop take. Oh, because my sorry, I'm missing stuff here. His bishop is hitting my rook. So I saw that during the game, and I played rook a7. And now the rook can come over here and blockade the pawn and attack it from in front. So still doing okay. Yeah, white and black. Black is doing okay here. So my opponent plays b3, undermining my pawns, very logical. And I play bishop e6. And now he plays b takes c4. And here I make my first big mistake in the game. The other ones were sort of little mistakes, but this is kind of an obvious one. When I take back with the bishop, he's got two pieces on my knight, so he can take with the rook. I take back, he takes my bishop, and he just gets he just gets two pieces for a rook, which is a real good deal for him. I should take back with the pawn, and I maintain that edge that I had developed slowly on the game. This pawn is just weak here on d6, and I'm going to be able to round it up with all this force on the board, and with my knight secured on d3 there with the pawn. That's the way to play it. I just played bishop takes c4, and it didn't take him too long to spot that he can grab two pieces, and now white's better. But, you know, it's not game over. It's just a slight edge. And if I can round up this pawn, I might be doing okay. He defends the pawn, and I double up on it. And it looks like he's actually going to have a hard time defending it. If he comes over here with the bishop to harass my rooks, I can just take it. And his bishop is a light-colored bishop, so he can't defend with the bishop. And he can't defend with the knight because it takes too many moves. The knight's got to go here, here, here. Actually, it's even difficult to find a square from which the knight could defend, I guess from this square. So the knight could go here to here. and defend the pawn that way. But he doesn't have two moves. But he plays this clever move, queen f3. And now my best way out of this is to trade queens. And after he takes back, then I get the pawn. And well, the engine rates this as slightly better for black. That's interesting. In this position, white has, what's the material balance? Well, the two pieces are actually worth a little more than the rook and the pawn, so the material balance favors white. But as we get towards the endgame, sometimes these pieces are a bit clumsy, having difficulty operating on both sides of the board and not hitting all the squares. So the two rooks maybe are becoming more powerful as we get an open board and we get an endgame with pawns on both sides. But instead of taking the queen, I actually didn't even notice that my queen was loose here, that this move had attacked my queen. I just took the pawn, and now he takes my queen. And even though taking the pawn defended my queen, it's not good enough, because either I take the queen and lose this rook, and I'm down two pieces, or I take the rook with check, and he can hide away with this king. But this is a queen and two pieces against two rooks, and the two rooks are about equal to a queen, so he's just basically got two extra pieces there. So after queen takes f6, I resigned here. That was how the game ended. So abrupt end, but an interesting game in parts, and also I wanted to explore those opening lines in the English so I can figure out how to play the symmetrical English a little more correctly and in the style I intend. So hope you guys got something out of that or enjoyed it. And as I said before, I'm going to be, well, I have visitors over, so I won't be posting videos for about 5 days. But, well, there's lots of videos on the site now, so, well, take a chance to check out some of the playlists, some of the old videos that you may have skipped, and you can use the search function on the site to look up games by opening and other things. So anyway, enjoy, and I will see you when I get back. Bye.